Ladies and gents, welcome to the losers finals here of our amateur league for Halo Wars 2. Slurms in the blue color will be fighting as the arbiter, and on the other side of the map, an equally solid leader here on the map, Rift, is gonna be Doggie Anders. Oh, I see my text is wrong again. Amateur league means that you don't have the top players, you don't even have the mid-level players really. They're all banned, and you get everyone else basically able to just win a tournament for once and get the full experience still. We also recently removed the player bans from our draft system, so they basically get to pick their leaders that they may bring into it. And other than what they're already playing on screen, you got the rest, so there's Shippy, Forge and Atriox for Slurms, and for Doggie we've got Colony, Decimus and Cutter coming up later. But it's a best of three, so one of these will not be used. It's just their available pool, and by picking one on your side, it makes sure that the other guy can't play that leader. So in a sense, that's a ban, but more importantly, it prevents the mirror matches from happening. So it's a little bit more interesting for the viewers. But you don't have to like get rid of all the good leaders with 4 bans across 2 players, and therefore get the low tier leaders in. And the problem with that was that you got a lot of low tier versus low tier matches, and nobody knows how to play them because nobody gets to practice in the ladder environment for that. So unless we get a balance patch, I don't think we'll be bringing that back anytime soon. It was nice to watch, it was good for variety, but I think to have it consistently is a problem, because yeah, ladder, it's just, you're not gonna play against much Serena in a 1v1 setting, that is. You're also not gonna play much against Johnson. I'm gonna get some, but not much. Whereas your Shippy, your RB, your Cutter, those are gonna be pretty common picks. Decimus, Atriox, these are seen a lot in ladder. Colony, Yap Yap, Forge. Those are the main ones that you're gonna be seeing. So that's also what people are the best at. And then there's the strange ones like EOD. he can play whatever. Brings in an Isabel. I mean, she is strong in some cases. Marines and Grunts both working on that capture action. But the Grunts probably don't want to mess with the Spartan here. I doubt that Doggie actually has unlocked mines or anything like that. I'm gonna have cloaked Grunts. They're gonna take away the power nodes, which is not node strat as long as it's already stripped. You can use cloak like that, that's fine. What we do ban is, you know, capturing it while the sentinels are on and then you cloak yourself. That's dirty. That's just too dirty. If we could get a balance patch where that's not possible, that would be great. You know, just give the sentinels some detection and make capturing impossible as long as the sentinels are alive. That would be wonderful changes. Because right now we have to like kind of offset that with our rules. Cloak runs out, runs go down. Well, single detector for Doggie still. Where are the snipers? You know, against RB and Shippy, if they go grunts, which you can very easily tell by there not being any ghosts, you should make a handful of snipers, because this is just too risky. If you come over to deal with them, they'll just activate their please don't shoot me at home, and they'll actually take down your base. It's very scary. That's exactly what's happening to Doggie right now. It's a good choice to make that extra base, but still a large loss over there. 700 resources going down, right? And now there might be an Arbiter coming out soon. And Grunts are getting away with murder for now. The way Doggie is getting his own tier 2. Are they just going for the next base? Are you kidding me? Surely they're not gonna get that. There's an Enforcer. They have to defend their own base. It's a good move by Doggie, making sure to also get a little bit aggressive. Oh, great slap, and the mines! Unfortunately, the third one never dropped. The drop turret was gonna do some work there on the very damaged grunts, but they're getting teleported out, and that means they get their Conduit of Rage, a little bit of health recharge, but not much. It's really not much. Together with the turret, these Marines, they can absolutely kill the base. Why are they leaving? I guess there's gonna be elites. Now the grunts have their please don't shoot me at home active. It's a little bit difficult to deal with without snipers. Spartan's gonna get his upgrade, however. That's pretty good business. There's a third generator at home. Doggie, I would have loved to see him make a Jackrabbit to deal with those elites, by the way. Finally, we're gonna have the barracks. But for now, it looks like Slurms is just having a good old time here. If the Arbiter gets his upgrade, he can activate his Rage and heal up the base with that a little bit. But I think it's easier, more straightforward to just make some engineers at this point. By the way, this base is absolutely going to go down at this rate. It's kind of spooky. Doggie's trying to get a third base. But this is just too hard to defend against Arbiter, right? I mean, they do their elite drop, and then what do you do? Tough situation if that happens. Too little, too late. What is Doggie gonna do? Combat tech, but there's no Marines left. So we're gonna make more Marines. At that point, just make Kodiaks, no? There are 6 Rangers right now. Marines are gonna melt, dude. 7 Rangers. And an Arbiter, which is no doubt gonna get upgraded soon. His upgrade is a little late, but Infantry 1 is actually gonna do arguably better than that. Just nice to have another conduit ready for the army. Good pre-split before the Spartan ends up doing a big jump. Turret could have been dropped into the mines, but unfortunately didn't make it. Oh, the Spartan will. That's also stunning the turret there, or stasising it. Snipers on the high ground putting in some work. It's pretty good, but then the elites come in, and that's gonna be it for Doggie's base, unfortunately for him. He might be getting arbitered here pretty damn hard. Slurms is just all over the everything. Playing super solid there. Definitely looks rising star level. But Doggie can still punish this potentially with the Sentinel. There's an opportunity here. Before things get out of control. Because one thing that isn't being done right now by our Arbiter player is anti-air. Right, there's 5 grunts and that's it. That's not a lot. So you can absolutely punish this right now. You just need the population upgrade, that's it. Stun that Arbiter. Let the snipers do the work. And everything's gonna be fine. Don't tell me the engineer's gonna save him. That's crazy, dude. Oh my god, they're gonna save him. He got out of that. That's crazy. The bait is real. Oh, a lot of elites went down just there. Plenty of snipers around, but there's just so much healing from the engineers. And they have Conduit of Rage, so they don't care about no snipers. Retriever Sentinel, it's time. That main base is about to get shreked. Shield generator backup is getting made, but it's gonna be too late. Especially if it's spotted. Doggie, are you seeing this? Oh, he's not seeing it. He can't see it. He still didn't see it. Shield's gonna come up. Unless he forgets to recycle this. Don't forget to juggle. Oh my god, he's forgetting to juggle. 11 seconds. Retriever gets 3 buildings and is happy with the results. No juggle! No shields! Disaster has struck. And that's mini base destroyed. So far, so good. I mean, that's great results. The engineers are about to get it. And then it's the infantry. Although under the engineer shields, this isn't gonna hurt that badly, but it still hurts a lot. At least some people survived. Yeah, keep shooting the base so that the shields don't come up. Set it as full shields, it can keep going. Just get the engineers. Looks like our RB player is gonna be on free bases still. Doggie has made it to tier 3 actually, that's crazy. No anti-air whatsoever. That's the one part that didn't look like a Rising Star player. Like, the macro, the heavy movement, you know, the aggression. I was looking really great from Slurms, but the way he's dealing with this Retriever, it's like he forgot it. Now, he does have the double trouble shield here, right? That's not bad. But if he's gonna get like, what, 1 Reaver at a time, well, I got bad news for you. Retriever can easily beat 3 of them. And especially with all the Sentinel support, some of the shots are actually gonna get distracted. No engineer shields! Oh! That did no damage whatsoever. What just happened? Is it the shields blocking the damage for some reason? Sometimes that happens with like leader powers and whatever. They were down, so they shouldn't have, but well, they did. Anyways, the Retriever has an opportunity here. There's Kodiaks now walking up because reasons. What is that one doing? Anyway, there's only 2 Reavers now. Numbers are gonna grow, however. It's now 3, 4. Soon 5. That's starting to be a little scarier. Okay, you destroy a foundry. You try to get another big ability attack on that clump of infantry, and you're gonna be partying after that. Oh, that whiffed. Still, it looks like a good trade into those Reaver. Oh, keep fighting. It's okay to lose a little health. Wait, why does Doggie not have buildings here? Did he get reset by like elites? There's no damage on anything else. So I doubt it. If Doggie can deploy those Kodiaks nicely, then party time. Just needs to actually deploy him. Spartan's gonna get the stun, and the Retriever's big shots are devastatingly strong, even against the Arbiter and heroes like him. Slurms is in serious trouble now. Okay, he's got the Reaver count that he needs to defend himself, but how is he gonna deal with the Kodiaks and the Spartan? There's only 2 hunters in there. Another generator is coming up. I like it. It's kind of necessary. Maybe that Retriever should be a bit more careful. Spartan has an opportunity for a stun and mine combo here. Let's see if we get it. The Kodiaks might have gone a little too close, but they're making it rain sentinels, so not bad. Spartan steals 1 off the Reavers. The mines are in, but it's slightly mistimed there. Nonetheless, good progress. Some Kodiaks still are alive, and the Reaver army is definitely on the struggle bus right now. The hunters have been killed, except for that one, which is about to get it, by the way. Oh, sliver of health. Oh, without shrouds, it's going to be hard. Without engineers, it's going to be even harder. Shield's nearly down already. The Spartan can see this just fine, right? And the Kodiak shots will continue until morale improves. Build it! This Spartan is playing with that. Okay, Arby's gonna run him down though, right? I guess there was no escape from this. Oh, he can go again now. Let's see it, Spartan. Maybe not. Ooh, more sentinels from the network. There are a lot of freaking Kodiaks here, ladies and gents. Spartan's happy to take it for the meantime. Just chilling in that garrison, no problem. Of course, with the elites, that's gonna get busted up pretty quickly. However, it's this front base that Slurms needs to be worried about. If the Kodiaks retarget onto the main building, it's gonna disappear. Hunters no longer work against Kodiaks, by the way. It's just too many sentinels at this point. Even teleporting into their midst isn't the best of moves. There are just too many Kodiaks. The Retriever comes to help, and everything just died. Yikes. Man, Doggie looked like he was absolutely in the gutter in this one, but he brought it back with the Anders late game. This is what I keep talking about. You're saying to you to get crazy with your Kodiaks, use that Retriever to your benefit, and things will work out just fine. It's easier to do than perfect Arbiter late game, so... Alright, ladies and gents, we've got ourselves a blue gamer here. Slurms is playing as Forge. On the other side of Vault, we've got Doggie picking Decimus in this one. And so far, so good for this chopper to steal the middle mini. That's exactly what we should be seeing. Maybe Doggie will repeat his brutal rush that he's done before. Like to see it. He's more worried about his own mini getting stolen, and it does happen, but you are Decimus, it's okay. You can just take this and put on the pressure. But, of course, if Slurms is aware of what has happened, and he probably isn't because he was playing a simultaneous match, so he wasn't watching the stream. He doesn't know He might be greedy and not defend himself properly. There is gonna be a raid camp here from Doggie, and I seriously doubt there's gonna be a double raid camp down here. 1-on-1 is probably just fine. It's not that big of a difference in walking time if you use the teleporter. Still a difference, but it's not terrible. Oh my god, he's gonna go 3 raid camps! That's a problem because you need a whole bunch of choppers to make this work. And there's gonna be a 4-chog this time, so I hate it actually. Just not as greedy as Lemon was, right? Slurms is just playing a solid Forge style. He's not gonna barracks it up here. Can just make some jackrabbits with that Forge Hog and he'll hard counter what Doggie is trying to do. Brute. They are everywhere. But will it be enough? I think not. Oh, there's gonna be jackrabbits. Okay. Tragic. This is a hard counter build. There's turrets too. 2 turrets, 3 turrets. The reaction from Slurms is essentially perfect. Double ram. Okay, that makes a difference, but it's not anywhere near enough. Just what do you do about these turrets, man? Forget about it. This attack the minis. Please don't go here. Oh my god, is the game gonna crash? No. Just a lag spike. But don't go here. It's not. Oh, he dodges the vortex. You're kidding me. Nah, man, there's gonna be 3 turrets. You don't break this. Even out there, there's gonna be like several rabbits looking to pick off anything that comes out of this base. So life is difficult if you're a Doggie right now. Forge Hog might go down, but it's cool. No problem. Keep it on the move, and things will be fine-ish. Final ram there does take out the Forge Hog, but this has been a really good trade for Slurms. I think Doggie might just be essentially toast here. He's got a 2nd gen coming up. That's good. But meanwhile, Slurms has like all upgraded buildings in the main, right? And his mini. Jeez. But this one. That's where he's making the Forge Hog, right? Interestingly, he didn't pick up that. He's got all the money in the world. Could just go and do it. Could just expand, actually. You can have it all, sir. Power extractor is getting tickled by 3 rabbits. It's not enough, let me tell you. The choppers will clean up. Ram ability makes such a huge difference. Not to mention the health. Okay, here comes a bit of a marine pump. It's high time that happened, and I'm really sad Slurms didn't take his opportunity to take another mini there. But oh well, we can make a 3rd generator, upgrade this thing, get all the good stuff rolling, right? Tier 2 first. Alright, no worries. You can just populate this, so... generator. Make another generator, like 4 generators, it's totally valid. He just lost absolutely nothing. Save for the 1-4 chog. Ah, Doggie's kind of falling apart a little bit, guys. This isn't looking good. Although he is tier 2. He's got some minis, but he will lose this one most likely. Or will he? Tell you what, if the Warlord can manage to come out, situation's not that bad. Is Decimus a hard counter to forge? Not necessarily. Just in terms of, can you pull and stun the hero and kill it? Yeah, sure. But there's so much more to it than that. So first off, Forge just has a better economy. Secondly, if you can get out your nice little counter units, then things are gonna be a party. You got vultures in the late game, which aren't half bad. And with heavy metal, you should be able to deal with the overpowered Decimus heroes. So no, I would say Decimus is not the easiest matchup, but not a hard counter. Forge is fine. See, even with stun and vortex, that Forge Hog is going to escape actually. With style points. Of course, once there's a bunch of hunters, things are a lot more difficult. That's why you make a lot of hogs in tier 2, so you can be all over the place, go where they are not. Put Decimus on the defensive as much as you can. Meanwhile, secretly go tier 3 into vultures. Because you got turrets back home and some nightingales at the ready, you should be safe enough. Doesn't hurt to have some blind wolverines even. But that probably shouldn't be your first unit you make. In tier 2, as the fast air builds are just eh. You have marines anyway, so you're not in a huge rush to have air counters like that. Of course, if you see many banshees, then it's different, but... Well, we didn't, and there's 14 marines, right? So we aren't worried about that right now. Also, making the Wolverines actually makes it harder to upgrade the Marines, but that's done now, so... Things are fine. Take the power nodes. Get more economy. Make hogs. Go tier 3. Have a 4th generator. Those are the... Oh! Have a 5th generator. Why not? This economy is insane. How is this the case? I guess just nothing is getting lost by a Forge player. It makes such a big difference when you lose nothing, obviously. Very unusual amount of resources that I'm seeing. Right now, obviously popping in some Kodiaks is going to spend the money. They're going to be very exposed to this army too, so they're definitely going down. But if the Marines were sticking close, then they would have been protected, right? Well, they can still turn around, but if they go out here on the aggressive, then these guys are going to be butt naked from the back, obviously. Are we going to see tier 3, or is this some other plan? Okay, they're going to be here to defend. Sure, the Forge Hog is going to get bonked once more, but it's cool. No big deal. What little banshees there are going to get the business from the Wolverines. You could just spam the grenades from the Marines, and that should be fine from here. The Fort Chog is getting pulled, might actually go down. Oh, just about manages to make it. That's crazy. And then the Marines can, of course, heal the thing. The choppers. Okay, where did those come from? Doggie is in serious trouble, guys. You could drop in the Grizzlies at this point. Population upgrade is coming. Use a handful of Marines and the Grizzlies are in. I don't think you can defend from that point on. Doggie's got it rough. Of course, he's gonna have his Decimus drop in a sec. He can wipe this infantry army, but that only is gonna make it so that he has to deal with the Grizzlies instead. It's a good drop. It's a really good beam. But, guys, bigger picture. We've got the Grizzlies unlocked because of this. Slurms just needed a little bit of population and he's got it now. Decimus is gonna get his butt kicked. He can't reasonably fight this. He has to run. No choice. Okay, the Grizzlies are very slow. They'll never catch him. Keep fighting at the base. You can destroy that. The Kodiaks are now dead, so you can drop in new ones. The good news is that behind this, tier 3 was achieved. An air swap would have been the play now, so, you know, upgrade one more pad or two and then swap these for air pads and start pumping vultures, get their upgrades. The common air upgrades, that is. That would have done just fine. Now, the Kodiaks have not been deployed. This is a bit of a micro mistake, but it's fine because the game seems won for the most part, right? Tier 3 Fort Hog is in. Things are gonna be alright. Now the Kodiaks are getting deployed. And that should be it for this Doggie. In particular, he can't make it through this. Too much firepower from the Yaks. Not to mention the Grizzles. Well, what's that? Decimus in the main. It's Beam doing some work on these pads, especially with Vortex, they'll go down quick. I forgot to target paint the anti-air turret, but no worries. We're moving on to the garage anyhow. Now UNSC's in the main. The shield comes up just in time. Warlord is actually gonna bonk this tank and it will come back home, which is a great use of it, of the combat salvage, because now the tank can defend the home base. It's a huge play, actually. Decimus can't stick around. But also, this isn't enough firepower to break through the base. Not with the Shroud around, so Doggie continues. He will live another day. Can he get his base up, however? That doesn't look so hot. Marines giving it the business over there. It should be easy enough to go and hit that. We've also got Gales coming through and potentially air upgrades to follow. Do need more air pads, but that's okay. Third base. And that's just one base, mind you. Still not impossible to come back. If somehow Doggie can figure out a way to get to a Scarab, things might be alright. Especially if his Decimus keeps hurting this base like that. It's a nasty Decimus boy. He heals, he moves and hits harder because of the passives. Those generators look pretty damn upgraded to me. And now that there's gonna be Nightingale support on them. Aw, too late. A little bit too late there. supply pad just got the business. Oh, that's the tank that got recycled. I thought he made one, but no. It's making hogs. The vultures are coming, however. Soon TM. Kind of as we discussed, but later. A beam for Desi is about ready. It's gonna catch those guys with the vortex. I think a beam button right now would be really damn good, but it was just a little bit too soon. The debuff is gonna go away on the gale, so it's not gonna actually kill them. With vortex, it could have been so much closer. Anyway, that supply pad's not looking too hot with the gale's healing even. Decent little hit squad here. Should make sure that the base comes up, but meanwhile, you know, Forge has been on free bases, so as much as it hurts what's going on in the main, the vulture mass is getting put together slowly but surely. Air upgrade 2 is nearly done, and you know, once you have a full population of vultures with some gales, you can break that main. So that's gonna be something to consider. Huh? We're not gonna make a scarab? I guess not. This could be still brought back by Doggie, which is absolutely wild, but... Oh, wait, the nukes are gonna get Decimus, right? Had he teleported out, it would be fine, but he's staying. He's overstaying his welcome. It's unfortunate. Surely it's worth teleporting out Decimus. So I think like 7th point you definitely want to have teleport. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Vortex 2? Now this is gonna be tough to deal with. There's just no anti-air here, save for the grunts, which isn't much, really. Of course, we're gonna have a new Decimus. Out with the old, in with the new. Ooh, those grunts are gonna get it. Yikes. Good split by our Decimus player, but I don't quite think it's enough. The nukes are coming down on the hero, by the way. They're doing a lot of damage. Decimus gets dropped in, and while the Warlord is gonna fall on its knees. Decimus is kind of shifting the picture a little bit, but not by too much. I actually think he's too weak to make a difference. Even with Vortex, that was just too much incoming fire. And that's probably going to be it for Doggie. I think he needs to recognize that this is now a goner, this game. If he had a Scarab, that would have been a much more credible push, but not without it. All the money he put into everything else, I think it could have been a Scarab and a Decimus together. Especially if he saves the first one. Now that would have been a real push. Warlord, Decimus, Scarab. Lead the powers. Now that's the stuff. More Grizzles. Oh boy. You better have the vehicle upgrades. He's gonna lose his base very quickly. No shield, no nothing. By the time they get to the other main, The nukes will be like halfway back. So there's more vultures coming in. There's a few banshees, but it's nowhere near enough. We might get the gales, but there's no cloak turret here, I'm afraid. Where is Chandler when you need him? He always tells me, do not be afraid when I say that. Like some spooky archangel, he drops in to the chat and says, "Do not be afraid." Well, ladies and gents, we got ourselves a 1-2-1. Things are getting heated and serious. Whoever wins the next one will be going to the grand finals. Welcome to Mirage. This is where we decide who lives and who dies. Slurms in the blue color is gonna be Atriox. On the other side of the map, Doggie is gonna bring Colony. It's already a chopper war for the middle power. I think it's a good idea for the Grunt to get in the garrison for a sec, but it's not super necessary if you've got the Skitter coming up as well, and then you should be able to just chase down the other chopper. You can't dodge the Skitter shots, obviously. It's a beam. And it's down. Skitter plus chopper, so much stronger than the normal chopper. You really don't want to mess with that, and ideally you'd bring 2 choppers to fight it. Or the better build is to actually not bother with it. Capture this power node, leave the middle alone, and just pick up your little supplies on the side. So basically make 2 extra grunts at the start instead of a chopper. That's the better response in my opinion, and then later you can deal with it with your hero. That should be fine. We got a QWERTY in the chat, I believe. Welcome, welcome. Doing well, thanks. Great weather in the UK, so it's good for the mood, it's good for the fruit, which I've been enjoying lately. Okay, Doggie's going once again for the dreaded double raid camp in the middle. I don't like it. I think he needs to prioritize those pads, man. He just can't afford everything at once. Right? So that's really important to take care of. But he's on point with these captures. If he can get the side mini as well now, then everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, we got a quick Goliath. Potentially can do something without that chosen murder saucing it, if he happens to go the right direction. Once I said that the Jerome Warthogs are the strongest in the game. Yes, so if you happen to have the hero nearby, that's the case. If you happen to have time for heroes, that's the case, but once you reach the population limit of time for heroes, which is at level 2, that's 60, right? So you can't go full population with them to still have that buff. Fighting in the hero's aura is obviously gonna make it so that they're the strongest as well. But they're really all about mobility, so time for heroes makes them fast, makes them strong. That 60 population sweet spot is it's where you want to be, but if you make more, it's cool because you'll eventually lose them anyway if you end up fighting. But if it's just about mobility, you can just stick to that 60 and have the best 60 population of Warthogs in the game. I like the Suicide Grunt additions here. Those are gonna absolutely wipe out the grunts if they get to hit. And meanwhile, the Gorillas over here can potentially head to the main and distract this whole army here. There's no pre-split on the grunts, so the Suicide Grunts are actually going to be devastating as the hero does snipe him. the explosion damage still gets all the grunts. But you can one-shot them, so you want to be a little bit careful with that. Okay, the Goliaths are now hidden on the high ground. Yeah, I know that Max, Sniper, Liam, all these EOD, all these guys are in the UK, so there's like a whole lot of UK people in Halo Wars 2. There's others. I think King Ellis is from the UK. Although he doesn't play the tournament, sadly. A whole bunch of viewers are from the UK, obviously. It's like the second most busy country. Obviously the US is the first, because, you know, Halo has always been a US phenomenon. Even though this game was made in the UK. Capitano actually goes down. That's surprising, given the heal and everything. But, I mean, Taunt kind of forced that, right? There are now 6 Goliaths in the main. The Extractors are getting bonked hard. And, you know, 3 Goliaths, 4 Goliaths, and a Chopper might actually get that chosen kill. If they all focus on him, I think they can get the kill here. Just staggered around the sprints, right? There we go. Oh, not staggered enough. Not staggered enough, sir. I think he might actually get to run away here, because he can out-kite them. Due to that slowing effect on the shot, you see. Oh no, there's no heal now. Oh, he's gonna get veterancy from this. This is crazy. Doggie didn't want to commit. How does he not have a star? What? This is... No. Justice for Slurms. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Obviously the English-speaking countries are the biggest consumers of our content as well. No surprise, right? But Germany, Mexico, France, you know, they're up there. A little bit of Brazil. But yeah, unfortunately, Halo Wars 2 hasn't been as much of a phenomenon in the European countries. Not sure why that is, because the Europeans love strategy games. In fact, most of them are getting made here. But the marketing was like very heavily US focused. There were ads on the US TV channels and stuff like that, so I'm sure that played a big part. Great micro on these Goliaths, by the way. Doggie is putting in the work. You know, even though he lost all those Goliaths earlier, he still got at least a generator kill for his trouble. Wasn't that bad. Plus, I think it was like 2 more pads as well. There's a star. All the buildings will be upgraded. There's 3 generators here. And that Capitano will definitely pack a punch. Even the Chosen at 1 star can't really stop the tier 2 Hunter Capitano. Although there's only one skit on this, that's a bit of a mistake. Not the end of the world anyhow. Rangers will be quite helpful here as well. Would love to see some engineers. But I have to say that Slurms' Expo is coming along very nicely. It's just that he's down on minis so significantly that it actually doesn't count. It doesn't seem to be an advantage right now. I wonder if this Apex is for a Shroud actually, not engineers. That would also be rather on the smart side. Lots of Rangers here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you probably want some vehicles to handle the situation, because the Goliaths are gonna melt. They're not even a unit in this. But we're gonna put some skits on them. You know what? Doggie is almost at 11 minutes. Let's just wait for that 5th point at this rate. Right, we're gonna have the big drop. We can bully this base. It's gonna be great. And there's nothing the Rangers can do about 2 Wraiths and the Locust. That's a Goliath drop. What? But why? Okay, teleport saves the day. Resources are around if we ever wanted to do the big drop. Shroud will be there to secure the Capitano for now. And the Capitano can absolutely go to town here. Where's the big drop? That's not a big drop. That's just suicide grunts. A shocking choice. Hey, they killed an elite. It's something. Capitano, turn around. Shoot the Reaver, please. He just lost the Shroud. Oh, he lost the Hunter Capitano because of that. Big drop is in, but it's like an anti-timing. That's the worst possible moment. The Rangers are going to charge forward together with the Capitano. Not the Capitano, that's the Chosen. But I think they've got what it takes to take all these units out. Oh, the Reaver's down. Steve is down. Other Steve is down. Oh my goodness. Okay, what about that Chosen, dude? It's gonna die. Oh, he just procced his dying breath. The engineer shields were missing. They weren't healing him. That was absolutely avoidable. Now all of these Rangers are gonna die because they do 0 damage against the vehicles. Tragic. What do you mean Italy is the Mexico of Europe? May I interest you in Serbia? Just kidding, just kidding. Italy is very chill and sophisticated, actually. Been several times now. The Locust is gonna open up this base real quick. That shield generator won't last a long time at all. But there's now Hunters to deal with the Wraiths. Did the Capitano actually make it? Barely. Just about made it, but the Chosen's back out now, and this is a real counter blob. You will be able to fight pretty much anything with that. Now, Doggie is tier 3. His improved taunt is gonna have to be cancelled because it's on the freaking mini base. And he still doesn't have a third base. So unfortunately for him, it's gonna be a while until the Wraiths are coming up. Is that where I'm from? No. I'm from Hungary. But I live in the UK for... I've lived here for a very long time now. What is it? 11 years? Gen just came up. That eradication was brutal. You normally don't want to cast it on a shielded base. You'd rather take out the shield generator first, but that this time didn't get bugged out, and that's how strong it's supposed to be. So, great news for Slurms. I think that might be his ticket to the grand finals, ladies and gents. Thanks for the bitties, Kenny. Appreciate it. Doggie will be making Italian generators. Oh my god. I want to see that. Good beam on those boys. They didn't get anything done. And the counter blob, if they can just teleport home, they're gonna be fine. They can handle this. Can Doggie perhaps stack some more Wraiths onto this? Dark Angel says he's got a hungry joke for me. Oh my god. You and everyone else. Though I am starting to be hungry, it's like gonna be past 10 p.m. I think it'll be midnight by the time this whole show ends. The amateur players often drag out the games a little bit when it's not needed anymore, but oh well. Let them play. Because the winner facing Lemonland is waiting in the grand finals. Scarab and Hunter Capitano. I think they can together save that base. There's no way that these guys break through it, even without the shield. That's happening now. Of course, 5 Hunter squads are scary, but well, pop the shield and you'll be fine. Step all over them. Shoot the weak links. And against Atriox, you have to remember to retarget because that dying breath is disgusting. Have to micro against that. Capitan's gonna draw some fire with the taunts. So far, so good. I mean, he's starting to lose out on health a little bit. Maybe as these units escape, a few of them could be shot down. Dying breath is very annoying. But hey, having a little micro can solve. Scarab shield. It's not in. Oh, Doggy, no. There was a shield generator up. Why did he turn around? That was so sad. Well, Slurms probably has got this covered now. That's brutal. Capitano's gonna try to waddle his way out of this. He's got 4 bases coming up, so if he can hold all the bases, that's crazy stuff actually. Goliath drop and big drop from Colony as well. Capitano where? Capitano up here in the garrison, that's sick. He isn't able to quite shoot the base, but I mean, sure, you'll lose the locust. Everyone else can get to work. Every unit that comes from this angle can be shot. And the Goliath is still going to town. It just needs... This needs a spotter in order to work, guys. What are you doing? The power nodes are getting decaptured by Doggie. Oh my god. You are kidding me. Capitano won't be easy to get rid of at that point. Hey, are you stuck? Oh no. Get out of there. Silly Reaver, man. Have to jump. There's no... Why there? Oh, no. He's still stuck. How does he have another? It's insane. Can't already have been 3 minutes. Oh, Capitano's opening up on this. That's gonna be a massive amount of generator kills. Looking good. They can get the cloaking gen, and meanwhile Capitano is partying there. 1 star is achieved, by the way. The chat, oh my god. He said, Dark says, somehow Kaboom has returned. Oh my god. Good luck. You will need it. You're not breaking that. Okay, this base doesn't have shields, so Doggy is in a little bit of trouble there, admittedly. And, you know, maybe going Wraiths against such upgraded hunters isn't the best move right at this moment. Could be doing some other things. Maybe even should turtle up at blisterbacks, I don't know. Ranger's probably my last choice. Because that Chosen's gonna one-tap him, right? Well, let's see what the Capitano can find. Nothing here. Does Doggy happen to be making a Scarab again? Nope. Too many hunters. You know, maybe with engineers and enough shrouds, it's gonna be fine against the Chosen. There are, however, 2 Reavers. That'll make life harder. Glassing beams ready for the next fight. These guys aren't gonna go out easily either. Doggy's base is definitely in trouble. These guys are just gonna be too slow to reinforce, aren't they? Oh, that... The Capitano did that without a skit? That's insane. Good Hunter's brand, but it's fully countered and Doggie's gonna lose the base. It's okay, he's got 2 more. More or less okay. Well, this time the Capitano's in a bit more trouble. There's no garrison here, you see. But perhaps he can level up by shooting the Rave. Stand still. He's not standing still. Uh-oh. Yeah, he needs to teleport out of this. It's not gonna work. Chosen's just slowing him down so much. Blisterback's landing practically in melee range. Oh boy. And there's gonna be a beam level 2. That's it. The Capitano is screwed. Oh no. Poor Doggie. He's fighting for his tournament life. That's why I said earlier, just let him play. But this is starting to be rough. Maybe he can make a new Scarab. I don't know how many production speed upgrades he's got. But this is going to be increasingly rough. I mean, he's facing several Wraiths with just 2 Hunters. Probably going to have to do a big call-in. Never got to upgrade population either, so situation's not so good. It's just a Capitano. It's not a population upgrade or anything special. A Blasterback is blasting from all the way. And they're invulnerable. They cannot be damaged. Looks like they're just gonna absolutely wreck this base. The shield! The shield! The shield! The shield! Just shield! 1 second! Oh, that was so close! I'm sure Doggie's raging right now. That's terrible. How unlucky can you get? That was so close. Good wall there. And half the army is taunted. That Capitano's getting worked on, and now we've got a great brand over there as well. Great job. Great job. Absolutely picking apart that Hunter army. One of the Wraiths does go down in exchange, but that's okay. If he can get back his base, that's huge. That's a really good fight. Colony not dead. And you know what? If you can keep stacking this big drop, it's easier said than done. But if you can stack it and defend with it, that's the other one. If you can just defend with that kind of army, Atriox isn't going to be able to outscale you long term. Put skits on him. Keep stacking. Atriox isn't gonna have 2-star hunters. You can have that. Scarab. Well, there's gonna be a whole lot more hunters again, but it's mostly Wraiths. Which is manageable under a shield. If there's cloak, then even better. But there isn't. Turrets aren't even anti-vehicle yet, so they should be anti-vehicle and anti-air, to be clear. We just don't have those things. Level 1 walls are... well, it's something, but they're gonna be quickly demolished. Power node's not gonna be captured, so in the end, nobody owns it. No, I still don't think this is quite enough stuff for Colony to hold the base. It's also not upgraded, never mind shielded, so These guys should be able to control the situation, and then there's this far side base that Slurms has started up. Should be great for his economy long term. Base is gone. Brand's doing an okay job clipping the guys in the back, slowing them down a bit, but you need so much more than that, right? Scrab is about to pop out. And the skids are getting attached right away. There's also one for the Capitano there. So things are looking on the up. Scarab can take a lot of that beating, but unfortunately was inside the shield, so not only did he use his own shield, but also the base got stripped of the shield. Capitano needs to be a little bit more careful there. Might need to use a teleport. The Suicide Blood is gonna get it. Beam on the elites there. Splits in, but it's hard to split them, especially while they're getting shot by other elites. It's all down to that Scarab now. See what it can do. Oh my god, it's getting eradicated. There's no shield on it. Oh, there is. It did no damage. Sick. Seems that Slurms isn't always that lucky. The bug got him eventually. Well, there are 3 Steves in the back, so they're gonna make a huge difference with that veterancy level 2. But I'm not sure the Scarab can last long enough. The taunt is gonna be of immense importance right now. Pull back the Scarab, sir! Before you lose it. It's about to happen. Oh my god, he's risking it. Is there a shield? Why is he risking it? There must be a shield up. Oh, it's nowhere near! Dude! Pull back! Oh my god. It got so much work done. This is very unfortunate. Well, Doggie can give it another shot. I bet it was close to 1 star. Guys, you gotta be careful with your Scarabs. It's like 20% health, and play it safe, please. Well, this guy's still going, and the unit pump is getting serious. Wraiths every 15 seconds. Free star, free star, free star. Yes. It's not just Steve anymore, that's Steven. Scarab's coming back. Should be done in no time. This assembly of units actually is getting tougher to get out because there's not a good enough economy to support it. We probably don't need 2 war councils, for example. But it's really all about that 3rd base for the most part. Now these guys are gonna look for an attack. There's 2 2-star locusts. There are a ridiculous amount of starred up hunters. How do you beat this with Wraiths? You don't, is the answer. Those elites are gonna have to work overtime. Nearly impossible to beat this army. Scarab is back, but there's no skits on anything, so that's the one thing that isn't in place. Get rid of the grunts, I guess. So put them on capture duty, they'll get killed eventually. And then you can get it. That shield is gonna melt down. Okay, the Atriox army is basically here. They've got their dying breath on. Alright, Capitano gets off a pretty decent taunt. Beams coming down in the middle of the hunters, but the pre-split is wonderful. The 2-star might actually survive this, and then they've got healing beyond that. Buildings are getting picked off left and right. The Capitano gets teleported out to safety. Relative safety, anyway. Hunter's Brand is ready to go on the buildings, not the army. Not sure that was the best use. But we'll have to do... The Capitano goes down super quickly. So do the engineers, however. But it looks like the Hunters are absolutely getting it in the end. And Doggie... Was that Doggie resigning? It looks like it. He just couldn't break the base. Oh my god. I'm so surprised he ended up committing so hard to that fight. That was way too early. Like, normally what you do with Colony is you just wait for your veterancy and then you go. He had a really good stick stack, but to break a shield, to do this on the offensive when your hero and Scarab don't have skits on, yeah, that's gonna be hard. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well done by Slurms. He's going to the grand finals. And congrats to Doggie for his 3rd place finish. We're here again because that was actually a crash and it was way too close to call. You have to keep in mind that for Doggie there, as he was crashing, he couldn't control his units for several seconds. So what we saw at the end doesn't count. And just looking at the slot number and everything, we had to call this a replay. So we've got a bit of action in the middle. It's the same leaders and everything. So that means Slurms is still Atriox and Doggie is still Colony in this one. The builds are looking similar as well. Let's see who gets the middle mini. 2 grunts in the middle. This is gonna be the decider match. I couldn't just give one of the guys the points and then, you know, make him go to the grand finals. Because technically, resource-wise, Doggie was doing better. But like base slot-wise, it was actually Slurms. Base slots is what we typically look at. There was a scare about. You know, Colony has the greater turtling power in the late game. So if you like really go all in on hiding under a shield and the cloak, then Colony has favor there, definitely. Capitano in the middle. Doggie's very slow on the side minis. He's just prioritizing the Capitano, right? Well, if there's no rush, then you might as well just take your time. Why are there 2 war councils? Oh god. Slurms is definitely annoyed by this a little bit, because he was having a really great fight, but I mean, it wasn't real, right? That Capitano was just standing around at the very end, getting sniped along with the 5 hunters. Didn't seem very realistic. Might see a few brutes here. The fast expansion, actually, from our Atriox. Now, things might work out differently with that in mind. Especially if we get the brute, the Goliath business going together with the choppers. And there's gonna be skits, obviously. Those rams were not chained very nicely. They just kind of all landed at once. And picking off individual choppers isn't that hard when they're that slow, right? Moving with the hunter captain speed isn't the best. So we're gonna see a lot more Goliaths, I suppose. See if they can bait out the Chosen, but the Chosen is also so fast, so you really gotta get a good taunt on him in order to catch the guy. Sui's getting a pretty good connection there on the grunts. That'll make a big difference. Chosen's in serious trouble, unlike in game 1. I don't think he's gonna be able to escape everyone here. The suicide grunts are getting called in, but this guy's toast. It's all too little, too late. And guess what? The engineers are just gonna heal up that Capitano. The boys can go to the main. There's no turrets. Slurms is in serious trouble. He might have the extra base, yeah, but if his main is gonna get wrecked at the same time, it's suddenly not so great, right? Third point for Doggie is coming in, and then he'll have all the Goliaths. He can probably main this down. 40 seconds until the Chosen comes out. Oh, and he's got more Goliaths here. There will be 6 in the main. Let's see him. You can just take out the buildings, actually. They are going to do that, right? Or are they just going to fight him? Oh, that's a very different outcome for Slurms. Man, I so badly wish we had multiplayer save. So if someone disconnects, the game just triggers an autosave, and we can continue after a brief moment of setup, right? That would be perfect, but do we have that? No. No, sorry, only campaign players need saves. Please remember for next time before asking. Thank you. Slurms, man. He got rolled. That's brutal, but such is life in Halo Wars 2. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. There's no good ruling I can take here. If I give him the win, I'm screwing Doggie over. If I make him replay, then I potentially screw Slurms over, because it's a completely different set of, you know, set of events in the game. Brutal. Congratulations to Doggie. He's making it to the grand finals today. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.